Halloween fall concert. So kind of just starting to get used to the fact that there's people in front of me. So this is a pretty good thing. And we really appreciate everybody to be here. Yeah, it's wonderful. Make a hand of applause, everyone being here. Thank you. So Mrs. Watson and I's main goal, as quickly as a turnaround as this was to just get these kids on a stage in front of a live audience playing their instruments. So that is the main goal tonight, and we really hope that you have a fun time and you enjoy the music that we have worked on the past 9 weeks. So these seventh graders that you see in front of you with both groups, obviously just our first year players started playing at the beginning of this year, and our eighth graders, because we didn't play last year because of COVID, the last time that they played was in sixth grade and had about 6 months of playing experience. So it's been a while for them as well. So all the students have worked very hard this 9 weeks to put a program together for all of us tonight. So I really hope you enjoy it. And if you have any questions, please let us know. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce our space astronaut tonight, Mrs. Melanie Watson, to the stage.
Early in 1781, during the American War for Independence, Colonel General Nathaniel Greene and British General Lord Cornwallis covered 250 miles across North Carolina with their armies to attempt to reach the Dan River. Was a pivotal moment in the war as Nathaniel Greene outmaneuvered Cornwallis to reach the Dan River before the restock of his army.
Greene was then able to severely weaken Cornwallis's army a month later at the Battle of Guilford Courthouse, forcing the British to head to Yorktown for supplies. Cornwallis was defeated at Yorktown by the combined forces of General Washington's colonial army and the French Navy, essentially ending the American War for Independence.
While we're doing a stage setup change, I would just like to express my absolute joy and pleasure at being in front of a live audience for the first time since May 2020. And I do want to brag on the group you just saw. That is a group of beginners. They started learning instruments in August and managed to put a piece of music together by October. And I am super proud of them. If you wouldn't mind to give them another round of applause for their hard work. This group coming out is our 8th grade band. The last time I saw them, they were 6th graders. So we are relearning a lot of skills. We have a little piece for you called Ghostbusters. If you need to move to a new chair, go ahead.
Yes, thanks. Good evening. Good evening and welcome to the West Alexander portion of tonight's concert. Throughout the world, people in all walks of life routinely perform acts of kindness and often go unnoticed. These courageous citizens seldom, if ever, receive the recognitions that they truly deserve. Our next first piece, Heroes and Glory, is a musical tribute to those very people.
Thanks for sticking with us tonight. We appreciate it. And thank you again for joining us tonight for first live band concert that we've had in quite some time. A couple of thank yous that are very important for tonight. First of all, we would like to thank our administration, East Alexander's principal, Mrs. Love, and their assistant principal, Mrs. Johnson. The West Alexander Middle School principal, Mr. Jacob Lale, and our assistant principal, Mrs. Caitlin Nash. Both administrators in both schools do a wonderful job supporting the fine arts programs at both schools. So we really appreciate their time and their dedication and their willingness to support our program and make sure they have our backs in everything we do. So we really, really thank them. Dr. Jennifer Hefner and her central office staff for all of their help and support. Our auditorium staff here is absolutely fantastic. Mr. Randy Parsons and Jeff Cockrell, who do all the scheduling. Randy is the big man behind the scenes who makes all the sound work, makes the YouTube live stream work, and gets everything going for us. So without him, it would be impossible to have this going on. So Mrs. Stocks, our chorus director at West Alexander, she helps me in lots of behind the scenes things. She was here tonight getting the kids in order. So I really appreciate her wisdom and her being my mentor and just her helping everything that I'm willing to ask her to do. So I appreciate her. Mr. Watkins and Mrs. Jennifer Weddington, who are both high school band directors here. Mr. Watkins and Mrs. Weddington are very important aspects of what we do and coordinating everything. So myself and Mrs. Weddington and Mr. Watkins and Mrs. Watson make a very good team, and we support each other and we get along very well inside and outside of school. So we're very grateful to have each other. So thank you for them. And of course, Mrs. Watson, East Alexander Middle School Band Director. And last but not least, our students and parents. So we do understand everything that you do to make this happen, because we wouldn't be able to have this happen if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you for all the after-school tutoring and sports and dance and everything else that you do, and then still manage to have them come to a band concert and transportation and all that good stuff. So thank you very much for your support in that, and it means more than you know, so thank you so much. A quick reminder about our 8th grade band night that will be happening at Alexander Central High School football game versus Freedom this Friday. So that is involving just 8th graders only. So hopefully you have heard about that from your student. If not, please ask them in the car ride home. That is happening this Friday. If you need more information of that, please email myself or Mrs. Watson, or talk to your students. They have plenty of information regarding that. Again, most of that information is available on my band website, and then you can email Miss Watson and I both if you have information. But just a friendly reminder that that is happening this Friday with the 8th grade at the high school football game versus Freedom. One more thing that I have for you tonight is those of you that ordered West Alexander Middle School band apparel, that has come in from Cook Sporting Goods. I will have that for all the students tomorrow, and I would like to recognize a student. If you give a round of applause, Carrie Fox designed our shirts for this year, and they turned out very well. So let's give Carrie a round of applause, please. Carrie is a very talented individual student and artist, and she works with me very closely to submit a couple designs for our t-shirt, and she did a great job, and I really think you'll be happy with how they turned out. So I'm going to let Seth Marr come up and introduce our last piece. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Good? Okay. The dragon is a legendary beast in the folklore of many European and Asian cultures. These creatures are traditionally portrayed as ferocious fire-breathing beasts that represent the evils wrought by human beings. According to medieval legends, dragons lived in wild and remote regions of the world and guarded great treasures from their dens. The person who slayed the dragon would regain all of its wealth. Beowulf, Apollo, and St. George all became legendary folklore heroes after slaying dragons. We hope you enjoy our final piece, Dragon Slayer.
We just wanted to give you a chance. Good evening. Patrick Watkins. Jennifer Weddington's right back there. She needs a hand. That was her idea. Drum major Sarah Beth Inman, Anna Reed, 8th graders. We just wanted to show you and your parents what high school band will be like next year. We got one more tune. I think you know it. It's called Seven Nation Army. Hit it up. Thank you for being here. All right. Well, I don't know about you. I am really excited to see these 8th graders play with our marching band on Friday night. Are you excited about that? Oh, come on. That was not... All right, one more time. We're talking about all of these 8th graders joining our 106-member marching band. Aren't you excited about that? Friday? Come on, yeah. I hope you're excited too. We'll see you on Friday. I want to say a special shout out. Mrs. Watson can pull off a suit like that. Matt and I can't do it. But special thanks to Miss Watson and Mr. Cochran. They do a great job, don't they? Give them a hand. Thank you for being here. Anything else? Awesome job, 8th graders. Have a good night. Drive safely.